Hello everyone! Welcome to a brand new game playthrough. This time we're playing yet another Pokemon game, believe it or not. Detective Pikachu does the returning. Let's boot it up and see what happens, huh? Feels a little bit loud, but oh yeah, because it was loud. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Good to see ya. Hope someone redeemed first. Who would that be? Joe! Hello, Joe. What am I, guys? Am I English? I think I'm English. Yeah, I'm English, right? Which voice would you like to select? English, please. Game saves automatically. Sorry for not being in stream, coughing. Oh no. Hey, take your time, alright? We're focused on getting better. Joe, it's good to see you no matter what. I'm gonna need your help, by the way, Joe. Let me know if the game is too loud or too not loud, alright? How about no? How about never story jump mode? Let's beat the game first before we do that. Wouldn't that be cool if we, skipped over the whole game? Lower it? The game's too loud? Game settings. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Double playback speed. Yeah, we'll leave it off. Okay. You ready, Joe? Are you ready? Let's go. I played the first Detective Pikachu game a while ago, like a long time ago when it first came out. I loved it. I watched the movie. I loved it. And now we're continuing. Many years later.
The name's Pikachu. And I'm what you might call a great detective. With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories.
You're Harry.
After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokémon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing.
Just watch the movie.
Now,
You're Harry.
the two of us are still searching for him.
I actually have no idea if Pikachu is Harry or not.
Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Hey, Go. Hello, Detective Go. Hello, Detective Ultima. How you doing today? Welcome to a detective game with Pokemon.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond
Yeah, he
between
speaks
the people
English,
and
see?
Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved
Harry!
Pikachu.
Pika. Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
How's the volume, by the way, guys? Tim Goodman.
You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the
Is the
R
game
incident
still loud or
2
not
years
loud?
ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon.
He's good? Okay.
So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
Howard Myers. It's okay.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
Corviknight?
Oh no, it's coming this way!
Sir, follow me.
Huh. Problem, guys.
Everyone, get inside right away.
Corviknight, what are you doing?
Could it be? Or?
I don't think so. Its behavior is different. It's alright. Just calm down.
Maybe it's S. The letter after R. Oh no.
Pikachu.
His hat was stolen.
Lousy Corviknight! It just made off with my signature hat!
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Is he a pirate? No. You know how important that hat is to me, and Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess. Let's go get it back. What's that? R was a big drug in the last game. Hey, Tim, over here.
Whoa!
Over here, Tim. What the heck?
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel.
She's evil.
She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. Alright, speak, examine. Now what do we do? That's... Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Girlfriend. Bit of! That one looks kinda dead.
Oh,
Is that Pidove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey you, big guy, what happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You, cut your Pikachu's Pika chatter and evacuate the area. Will Butler. Ought to know. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pidove here. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Oh, right, sorry. Got a little worked up seeing Pidove in such a bad shape. Okay, Tim, it's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me, what happened here? Oh, you're that young detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Hey, Kenny Lee. Late without audio. Aww. Someone say hello to Kenny Lee super quick. Hello. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this ought to know is the police department's rescue squad. Ought to know. I'll spare you the details. Right now we need to help this Pidove. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. Ought to know used a move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Ought to know. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that. Great work. Now I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pidove here unconscious. You want to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of Pidove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let's a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Thank you, Go. The game looks cute, never heard of it. It's called Pokemon Pikachu Returns, detectives. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Cool. Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pidove? Sure, let's give it a shot. Alright. Can I move everywhere? Ooh, there's a Magnemite there, too. Help us find a way to wake up that Pidove. I'm counting on you, detective. Bro. Ought to know. Don't worry, we got this covered. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Yeah? What is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating a case. We'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, Pidov's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Someone might call it coincidence, but me? I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Okay, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon, and piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Sure thing. Here I go. Hey Pistol Hall. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I like, the cute little Pidove, chirping and bobbing around. I think they're really cute and really silly. And that's my compliment of the game. You almost heard that in 4K. Oh, dang. I'm guessing you're pals with the unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Cool. It says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that unconscious Pidove is just sleeping? Cuckoo. You really love the smell of... Wait, huh? What's that gotta do with anything? Cuckoo. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it's saying. You think these Pidove would be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that Pidove are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some other Pidove around here. Hey Tim, come here for a sec. Ultra HD. Oh, if you get stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Ho ho. Press the left button. I'm a little curious about what that Pidove was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy times, go away. Wait, what if he was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. We can find the strong aroma those Pidove were chirping about. Maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me anytime. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can always just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the blue button, open the submenu. You can do things and change your game settings. Press ZL, you can do things, and you can press B. Okay, here we go. Have a fun stream. Bye, Joe. Be good, be awesome. I'm going to up the volume a bit. Maybe lower the sound effects, but sounds a bit low to me right now. How's that, guys? Is the game volume still good? Alright, let's explore, guys. Yeah, new Detective Pika game. Looks pretty good, too. Oh my gosh, what do we have here? Cuckoo! It's singing about how much it loves this aroma. Wait, if Pidove loves this aroma, then maybe... Oh... Is it that Pokemon there? Cuckoo! Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. Hold up, if the Pidove are gathering here, that means... Aromatisse. Aroma? You're Aromatisse, aren't you? What are these Pidove surrounding you for? Aroma? Huh? They started flocking to it as soon as it got here. These Pidove have been following Aromatisse around? Cuckoo! You're asking it to make that nice aroma? Cuckoo! Hurry up, make the nice aroma! Aroma, aroma! The Pidove are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these Pidove are all drawn to a scent that Aromatisse emits, which means Aromatisse might be able to help us wake up the unconscious Pidove. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask if Aromatisse is willing to help us out. Hey there, Aromatisse. We could use some help. Aromatisse? It'll help us out if we can get these Pidove to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the Pidove. Let's just hope they understood us. Oh, man. Alright, there's a cop car blocking the way. Alright, Tim, that's it. You keep walking in place there. Yeah. So who's still here right now? Is anyone still here? Cool. Sorry to ask you this, but could you, move somewhere else? Hey, now's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Say, okay, guess what? Pretty soon, Aromatisse is going to go make a lot of nice aromas. Right over there. Cool. They're on board with the nice aromas over their plan. So they'll move? Great. Still here. That's good. And you can hear me now. How's the volume, Aromatisse? Is the game, good? Might pass out? Oh no. Well, I'm glad to see ya. If you gotta pass out, then pass out. Aromatisse should be willing to help us out now, right? Aroma! It's happy to lend a hand now that we got those Pidove to move. Great, let's take Aromatisse back to the square. Okay, Aromatisse, here's the Pidove. Please help it. Aroma! Will it work?
Alright!
Yay! Volume's good. Awesome.
Glad that worked. Oh.
Pidove's awake. I dunno. Wow, Aromatisse's scent is nice. But it's kinda like really a strong perfume. I don't get why Pidove like it so much. Coo! Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Glad you're enjoying it. Aroma! Yep, you were a huge help, Aromatisse. Thanks. Yep, this is a special Pikachu. Pika is talking English, but only Tim can understand Pika. Excellent work, young detective. That perked Pidove right up. Didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. I wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? Yes, I'm Will Butler, Chief of the PPB. The PPB? We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Rhyme City, the Pokemon Protection Bureau. So it's kinda like the police but focused on Pokemon? I didn't know we had something like that. The Bureau only recently started its official operations. At the moment we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with the police. We were dispatched to provide security, but, well, just look at what happened. I can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. Okay, tell me about the thing. We were formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident. Yeah, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mr. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon, like the R incident, would never happen again. That's why the organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police's job? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. But now the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. So that's why the PPB was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can... I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice? No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Wahaha. Yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. Phew, that was close. I thought he'd caught on to us. Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. Whoa. Ah! Hey, he's back.
Again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir,
Come on, let's shoot it. Let's chase it down.
oh,
It's Corviknight again. Hey, give me back my hat, would ya? The chief went after Corviknight in his patrol car. I bet Corviknight still has my hat. Let's follow it. Eggs! App! Those are Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction Corviknight flew off in. Let's go check it out. By the way, Kenny Lee, does my voice sound different to you at all? Oh, geez. Whoa. Pikachu, look! Well, how do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. Alright, I want to see everything first. I believe I saw, yes I did, I saw Zaptu here. No? Okay, I'm just making sure. The carpets in my room have changed, so I was hoping like my voice was still the same to you guys on the mic and all that stuff. Just making sure everything is the same, nothing different, nothing bad. Zato, it's telling us not to panic. Cool as a cucumber, even during a crisis. Hey, there's a Magnemite there. There's a Spearow up there. Another Spearow over there. So yeah, everything sound good. Alright, I can't talk to this guy. Magnemite. Hey, Pikachu's like in my leg. 0 out of 10. Unrealistic Pokemon going through my leg. Awful. Worst game ever. Mag? Why aren't we running away? Well, I gotta get my hat back from Corviknight. Mag. Thanks for looking out for me. You stay safe too, okay? Alright, thanks for the update, Magnemite. Is anything else here? That was blocked off, you stupid... Hey, this apple looks very strange. And we can talk to this apple. Does that mean what I think it is? Applin. Is that what? It's the voice. App. It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. Also, are you an apple? What? App. That's odd. Doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. What's going on?
Hey,
I haven't seen any Applin in this city before. Where'd you come from? App. Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always someplace new. So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Applin gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin. Apple! Something that suddenly shook it awake a moment ago? I'll bet it was that Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. What happened here? Nom, apple. You like apples, Kenny Lee? Do you like Applin? Do you want to make a pie out of Applin? Maybe turn it into a big dragon? Apple? App. So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing? It's got separated? Let's help find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? App! 2? Okay, got it. 2 friends. From what Applin said, I think I get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to go get my hat back from Corviknight, we can't just abandon a Pokemon in need of our help. Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Okay, should we investigate the fallen apples over there? I'd be happy to, if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. Yeah, what's with this tree, Kenny Lee? Is it moving? There's a coconut on like a branch over here. It's kind of weird. Alright. Oh, you love green ones? I like apples too. Maybe I should have gone apple picking today, huh? Anyway. Okay, so we can't investigate because this tree's in the way. What should we do about it? Well, we can't just cut it down. Eggs.
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I needed a drink. I am thirsty AF. Wait, isn't this an Alolan Executor? I've never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? That's another question, by the way. Where is Rhyme City? What region is it near? Is it in a region we never know? We don't know about? Why don't we ask and get some other questions in while we're at it? We can investigate it until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here. Look down by your feet. Eggs. Oh, don't all talk at once. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Eggs. Oops, forgot to say which head. About you, Executor.
Hey!
Yeah, you middlest head. Why are you here? Eggs. Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City. Yeah, what happened? You, right head. Tell me what happened here. Eggs. Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand. I knew it. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Eggs. Guess it happened to you too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well.
Hey!
Left head, we got a favor to ask. Egg. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you please scooch over a bit? Egg. Wow, how nice. It moved over. Oh good, it moved for us. Now we can investigate the scene. Alright, investigate the apples. Minigame. Find the right apples. This is where all the apples got scattered around. Let the investigating begin. Remember what we're looking for. The 2 missing applin. That's right, there's a lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, okay? Do you see any applin, guys? I'm not seeing any applin. Taste test? Oh, we should eat them. We should eat each and every one. Okay. This one's blinking at me, but I don't think that's an applin. This is tough, Kenny Lee. There are apples everywhere. I don't see any applin. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. I'd still eat them, bruised and all. Huh. It shows the check mark. Lets me know that I've checked it already. That's pretty cool. It's an apple crate, no sign of applin though. This is hard, guys. I just don't know where to look. Oh! Look, an applin. I found one. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? That must have taken a whole lot of patience. Huh? Patiently staying still is one of your talents? Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in the middle. In quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Well, we searched pretty thoroughly. Still don't see my hat or the other applin, though. Where could it be? Wait a minute. The crate's glitching. Huh? Did you say something moved behind that crate? What? No, I didn't notice anything. Try checking again. Maybe something's changed. I think the crate just glitched. You know, like they do in Skyrim. Oh, look who it is, or look what it is. My hat! Corviknight dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back.
This was a real pain. Hey, get back here! The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all! My hat keeps moving on its own!
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
Maybe the hat's a new Pokemon. Hatmon.
See? Told you so. Executor. Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Climb Executor. I was just about to say that. Minigame.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Climb
Okay.
Executor.
You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Here we go. Good. That was a close one, guys. Almost died there. Is the volume still good, by the way, Canny Lee? Or anyone in chat? Is volume still good? Let me know, alright? Okay, we got this. Oh, it's not gonna fail. Oh, I want to see the failed attempts. Alright, fine. You win this time, game.
Finally got you back.
Oh my gosh, it's the other Eplin. Oh my god. Okay, just making sure. It's okay. Okay, thank you. Like I said, new rug, new sound for all we know. Just gotta make sure. So, thank you. Pikachu, it's an Eplin. Wow. Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Are the Eplin okay too? Yep, they all seem happy to be reunited. Good, glad they're alright. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it moved on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and it just happened to fall on top of Eplin. Oh yeah? Hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. Oh, at the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Everything is okay. The Corviknight has been shot and killed. Please come back to the area.
Thank you.
Just say it was killed? What?
And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Yay! We get
Thank you, Mayor
badges.
Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, Tom.
Oh, Hun? What do you mean, Hun? Is that my mom? Is that my mom and my sister? Later that evening at Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
Yep. Tim's mother, Irene Goodman.
You're amazing, Tim.
Sophia Goodman. Tim's big sister.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
They did.
Yeah,
They did.
I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
And Tim, how come you wear
Yeah,
black?
I guess.
And why was your dad Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow.
Saul Goodman? Who's that? Who's
Oh,
Saul?
Pikachu! The news is about to start.
News!
Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
The sister knows something. What do you know, sister? Huh? I'm leaving. Goodbye. Where are we? Is this my house? I don't remember this room at all, to be honest. Oh, these are our old case notes. Yep, it's all the stuff you told me to keep a record of. I bet, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from past cases, you know. Show me what you got there. Oh, the R case, eh? That takes me back. It was the first case we partnered up on. Yeah, the R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. It was created from Mewtwo cells. When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and would become enraged and violent. It was horrible. Even now, I still can't believe they use innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Same, that was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit in the end. As for Mewtwo cells and the remaining vials of R, we confiscated all that stuff when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, in our final confrontation with that guy, you managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of your moves. How were you able to pull that off? Beats me. I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all of my memories for some reason. That's also when I realized I couldn't use any moves. Maybe the pressure of that intense situation is how you were able to use that move. Could be. It's a possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. Check the TV. These are the medals we received. They're proof of all the good all the good we've done with our great detective work. Let's keep it up, Tim. And also claps. Why are we clapping? 'Cause we just wanna clap.
Right.
I'm glad you're safe and doing well, Tim, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be good news, but you take that a bit too far. Sorry, Mom. About Rhyme City.
Wow.
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, I guess it's been 2 years then.
Speaking of which...
Tim, are you getting enough to eat? Yeah, stopping by High Hat Cafe for breakfast is part of my daily routine. The High Hat Cafe? It's Pikachu's favorite spot. It's so close now that we've moved. I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make some dinner for you tomorrow night then. It's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking forward to it. Saul Goodman is another show of a character from Breaking Bad. Oh, okay. I never saw that show. My bad. Wasn't the mother in the movie, by the way? In the live-action Detective Pika movie? I couldn't have sworn she was. You definitely were not there, though, little sister. This is your first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophia? Uh-huh. It's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. That Corviknight stopped me, though. Or surprised me, though. It stopped me from having fun. I'm glad you and Mom were okay. Alright, let's check the TV, guys. It's that time! You like clapping your hands? Good. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. Ooh, what's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This
What?
explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Good night, Kenny Lee. It's good to see ya.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Yeah.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident.
2 years.
Then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Man, 2 years. That's a long time for Harry's dad to be inside Pikachu. Maybe there's a twist, and Harry is not in Pikachu, but in something else. The day after the award ceremony. Maybe, Harry is inside of Tim's body. That's a possibility. Whimsicott!
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
The allergy-causing Pokemon. Well, they're dang cute, so they can cause it if they want
The smell
to.
of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Yeah.
Oh. You. Wait, who are you? Frank Holiday. Have we seen this guy?
Inspector Holiday,
He looks familiar.
did you finally find my dad?
Sorry,
What now?
I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Coffee cancelled, everyone. Okay, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. Yeah, I guess that's true. Pikachu's a real talkative. Pikachu icon. You can chat with him. Yeah, I gotcha. I was wondering about that.
Tim, look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
But Holiday's waiting. We better go join him. Ah.
Whoa!
What's he doing? I went to coffee.
Whoa!
Hey, whoa, hey! Jeepers. Calm down, am I right? Indeedy really helps loose up the knot in my shoulders. Indy! What's going on over here? What are you doing? You got to trouble? Oh no! Hariyama's facing off against Poliwrath again! Why does he act out like this? He's usually so gentle! Is something wrong? I just told you that my partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength, especially when he can test it against someone else's. And since Poliwrath is also part of its muscles, Hariyama considers it a rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes, guess we better avoid that alley for now. Now I'm going in. Wrath! Hurry-ah! A Poliwrath and a Hariyama, they're squaring off. You can cut the tension with a knife. It looks like a fight could break out any second. We should probably avoid this alley so we don't accidentally set them off. Thanks a lot, little girl. Just return Poliwrath and be done with it, or Hariyama. Sweet smell, they must be using comb bees. Hurry! Let's come back and try some after we're done with the case. Look at this. Something's shining in the fountain. What could it be? Aww. Hey Mafia, what's up? How you doing today? Inkay! Wow, I knew something. I knew I saw something. It was a Pokemon? That's an Inkay, Tim. It lights up in spots to communicate with friends. Ever figured it'd use those lights to lure someone in close enough for a prank? Yeah, it's definitely surprised me. Inkay. Hey, Inkay, maybe go easy on the jump scares, okay? What is this, Halloween? What month is this, October? Actually, when I'm streaming this, it is October. You're doing okay, though? I'm glad you're doing good. I'll ask you too, how's the volume, Mafia Babe? Is it good still? I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the Denise residence up ahead. Well, I don't want to go yet. I want to talk to the other two people. Hello? Oh, snack. These menu items use all sorts of different berries. With so many choices, they could cater to any Pokemon's tastes. Yeah, is the volume good, Mafia Babe? Let me know, alright? What's going on over here? Great job, Maractus. Your dancing is so cute. From the top, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Whoa!
Hey, Tim, that's not the way to the crime scene. Good God. Volume's good. That's good. I am glad volume is good. So, Mafia Babe, do you know this series at all? Detective Pikachu? I played the first one years ago. It was very fun. And we're finally playing the second one. The Squeakquel. The Pika Squeakquel. After years and years of waiting. Whoa. Big mansion. Look at that.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
Well. I'm Bragg McMaster. And I'm Magnetric. I sound like him. It's been a while, Brad. I see you're on the case too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. Was he in the last game? I don't remember this guy. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Medic! He says no funny business. Sheesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Denise, a jeweler. Denise residence. You haven't? Oh, it's on the 3DS. So it's very old. Mr. Denise is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just got to get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. You don't remember, Brad. I'll have to look up the old characters so I can remember them. The missing jewel. Is that a Ho-Oh picture? Is that him?
I see.
Alright, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. I'm going this way. You can't stop me. I want to see the picture. The name of this painting is Golden Sunrise, and it depicts Ho-Oh, a Pokemon that's spoken of in legends. They say it brings eternal happiness, and that its wings shine with rainbow-colored light. Rainbow-colored light, huh? The painting sure is beautiful, but I bet the real thing is even more breathtaking. By the way, you're breathtaking! Hey, got a couple questions to ask. Got a moment? Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on the duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's Magnetric. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing the person. Guess it would be too much to ask for us to join in, right? I'm afraid we can't allow even the great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol, you understand? Nice little thing here. Very interesting. I'm going upstairs. Okay, fine. Fine, I won't go upstairs then. Oh, and look what's on the other side, guys. The name of this painting is Silver Waves, and it depicts Lugia, a Pokemon known as the Guardian of the Seas. It's rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. That makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just casually visit. Wow. I wonder if we'll see any other legendaries. I mean, I know Mewtwo's in this game.
Quit playing dumb! We've got evidence that proves you're the culprit!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, did I scare you, Tim? I felt like practicing my interrogating.
Oh, dang, you scared me, bro. Holy crap.
Hold on, got some dust on my hat. A great detective's gotta look good at all times.
How many do you got, Detective Pikachu?
You know the drill, Tim. Wash your hands and gargle when you get home. Don't forget.
I got it. You got it, Mafia babe?
Here I am. You called for me? Huh? It's nothing? Oh, you just felt like calling my name?
Yep. Any more?
Great Detective Coffee Note number 1. Here's some wisdom about coffee. Good coffee tastes good, even cold.
Ho ho.
Bad coffee tastes bad, even freshly brewed.
Good to know. Okay. We'll leave it there for now. Anything in this room that's suspicious? Looks like some jeweling tools have been left in here. Wonder if Mr. Dennis used this room as a study too. Imagine just barging in and then immediately investigating. Also, why is this Growlithe upset?
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Hello? Sanjeev Dennis. Growlithe, did you hide the jewel? Was it you? My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner Growlithe. Growl! I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident? A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop? What a mysterious name. Magical, even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Noted testimony. Ha ha. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet, is something sticking out to you as odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into this shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. You mean fiction? Yes. Even amongst us jewelers, for the longest time we call it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. It definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet despite all that security, it still got stolen. Hey Jaden! Welcome back. How you doing today? How's life treating ya? You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. You're doing good today. Nice. Have you ever heard of this game, by the way, Jaden? Have you seen, Pika game? That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. Oh, I read that with the wrong voice. This is Detective Pikachu. It's a Pokemon investigation game. It's one of those where you gotta use your brain and solve the case. Solve the murder mystery. Even though there's no murder. You don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years, and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me, and I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large? That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Ah, so that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. So finding the Aurora drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion, those are two things you called us here to do? Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. Our job is to interview the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Oh, thank you, Tim. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course. The jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Aww. You've heard about the Pikachu, but you don't know what this game is. Oh, you know Detective Pikachu. Yeah, it's a detective game. You have to solve the murder. Not the murder, the mystery. Are you good at those kinds of things? Solving the case? Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal? That's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with is a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, we open up your notebook. Press the X button. Yep, we solve it with Pika. Sanjeev Dennis's jewel had apparently been stolen, but how did the culprit steal it? Investigate the scene of the crime on the second floor for clues. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and the evidence that we've gathered during our investigation on the page below. The Aurora drop is Mr. Denise's prized jewel. Someone has stolen it. After we collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right, let's go check out the jewel storage room. Alright, here we go, guys. We're solving the case, mister. I heard what Mr. Dennis had to say. Guessing he told you about his butler. I'm definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. It sure seems that way. I'm doing good, by the way, Jaden. I've had a strange day today, but it's all good now. I was worried that I wouldn't even get to stream tonight. But it's all good. Everything is hopefully all good. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incidents? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. He's right, we should take this one step at a time and gather our own intel. I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing to his direction. He doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation, but for now, I can't say anything with certainty. Understood. How about the Aurora Roar? I heard the Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop's not just valuable, it's the famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. And there must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out the possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of a burglar is low. is low, 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 low. Alright, Jaden. Who is the jewel thief? Find it goofy that you're trying to figure out something with a little Pokemon. Not just a little Pokemon. There's more Pokemon. Not just Pikachus. But there's a lot of different Pokies walking around. It is quite silly. Bird? Oh.
Oh,
What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. They scattered all over the floor, and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here. Do you think it has anything to do with this case? Look at this. One of these feathers is darker than the others. You're right. The other 6 are lighter shade of blue. Something about that is nagging me. It's the one guy. The one guy? Which one guy? This guy? This girl guy? This room is being searched by the police.
Whoa!
Maybe investigating a crime. True, we need to focus on the jewel thing. This is the jewel storage room, the scene of the crime. Okay. The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holliday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead.
yes.
Thank you. Pesky Pokemon? Maybe. What's all the fluff on the ground? Door. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. What do you think, guys? We got some chests here, artwork. It's a red jewel. What a vibrant red, like a boiling hot lava. It's almost too bright to look at. This one's a blue jewel. It's deep blue, like the ocean. It has kind of a magical feeling to it. Now what is this cotton? This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip past you, Teb.
Let me see.
Where do we first look? Who do you think stole the jewelry? Well, looking at this fluff, maybe it was the Pokemon that dropped this fluff. But there's also a feather here. Here's a blue feather. Wait, a blue feather. That's what someone uses to propose in Harvest Moon. It's someone from a Harvest Moon game. Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in this room? Maybe it's from the Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. I guess that's it here. The base of the jewel case is firmly fixed to the floor. Yeah, moving the base doesn't even look possible. Sucks.
Hey, Tim! Check it out! Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
I love you, Pikachu. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Here we go. What's a bunch of cotton doing here? What do you think, guys? Wow, Pikachu sounds like that. Yep. That's what Pikachu sounds like. People were hoping a long time ago that Pikachu would be voiced by Danny DeVito. I would not be opposed to that, by the way. That looks like part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yeah, it looks that way. It's a really clean cut. Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. Unless it was a samurai. This is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the Aurora drop. The edge of it looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through a such a sturdy jewel case? There's the lock. The jewel case is still locked. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key, and the key to this case is a different key than the one to the jeweler's storage room door. I wonder who has the key then? I don't see anything else worth investigating. Well, guess that's the end of that. I think we done, guys. Maybe it's a katana? Oh, time to deduce, but first, what a beautiful jewel. It's so clear and sparkly, absolutely brilliant. A green jewel. That's fresh green color reminds me of the forest, just looking at it is calming.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Okay, fine. Alright. Probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, eh? Alright, so let's begin deducing in your case notebook.
Okay.
We have a few plausible theories. Which do you think is right? Let's see. The culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. The culprit cut the case open and stole the jewel. The culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel yet. It could be in the fluff. Let's try this one.
Okay.
From what we've seen of the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open, but at least now we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yeah, we made our first step forward. Brilliant. I'm smirked. Am I very smirked?
Okay.
You understand how to use the case notebook now. Yep, once I got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. Ah. After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? Yeah, Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The jewel room was locked. The jewel was stored in this room. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. This one maybe?
Oh.
The door to the storage room was open with a key, but the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right, so that means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room, but didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it'd be the best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, after we wrap up here, let's go ask him. How's the investigation going, Tim? Oh, Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't just stand waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe that they then cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much since he had access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. The security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it, so both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room, but only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you! Really? I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The Aurora drop is meant to become a symbol of the revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. Who do you think is sus? Maybe it's some unknown element, you know? We're trying to prove that, the butler is innocent, so I don't think it's the butler. Unless it is the butler, actually. Ulti sus. Oh man, I'm sus again. Damn it. A symbol of revival? Let's ask Mr. Dennis about that later. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but then they had the key to get into the storage room, and the only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes would be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. Need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. We'll interpret it for you when we talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Super sus. Come on, Mafia babe. OMG. Sometimes I just gotta... okay, now that we got our next steps figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away. Begin deducing.
Okay.
Alright, we got some useful information. Let's stop by for a moment and get our thoughts together. Anything that suggests Barnes is innocent, let's review the information. Yeah, they shook hands one time. No, that's not right. God, you freaking idiot. I hate you.
Okay.
Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, well, nothing more to do here. Who do you guys think it is, by the way? What do you guys think? Is this door open?
Whoa!
Oh! You don't know? Me neither. Okay. Hello, sir. Ask anything you want, Tim. Inspector Holliday, I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but... You wanted to ask me about Harry? Yes, do the police have any new leads on my father's whereabouts? I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any developments on that front. Oh, well, thanks anyway. I still don't understand it myself. Harry was working on the art case when he went missing, so it stands to reason that if you follow that trend, you'll find Harry too. But the case has been closed and we still don't have a single clue. Seriously, where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look how far you've come in the 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your father. You become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. Maybe it's Mr. Dennis. He's the thief all along. He's trying to trick us. Oh, maybe. He could be. Maybe he's the evil guy. Maybe he's... Oh, it's the Clefable! That's it, it's Clefable. Fab! Oh, it's Clefable, Mr. Dennis's partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions? Fee! Whoa, what gives? No need to be rude, so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here. Oh, well, you're not gonna be any help, are you?
Yes? You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Claudia Dennis, the wife. We have a wife. Yeah, Detective Holliday. Betty's popular during the holidays, eh? We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives? Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? That must mean you're... Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all this, so the matter's settled. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound just like my husband. More like a guy in a Hallmark movie. I know, right? Maybe he is. We gotta find him in a Hallmark movie. But nothing, you say, will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes's partner, Ducklet, was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes's partner, Ducklet, was involved in the crime? You look as though you don't believe me. Ducklet, huh? Maybe it's her. She's trying to trick us. Oh, maybe. Let's see.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. But I did witness some irrefutable proof. What exactly did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon, and it had to have been Ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room, so those were Ducklet's? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound? Do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't, but the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? Suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory, but all it's based on is the metallic sound and the sight of a flying bird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy if you ask me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but the information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever it is, and then get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us. Whew. What are we trying to solve? The jewel case. A jewel has been stolen, and everyone thinks it's the butler. Or rather, the wife thinks it's the butler. That is our goal here.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much? I've told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev, even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. The lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. You think that's why she's so sure he's the thief?
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Ooh. Ha ha ha. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helped Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with the jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
The Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told me the same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? Huh? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he just want to donate it to Rhyme City? So you're against donating the Aurora Drop? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Probably worth millions. Maybe even 10 millions. And speaking of 10 millions, is this Barnes?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner, newest staff member. Wait, you are a detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's... Wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry, my name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the House staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... You really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping, and I can handle all that no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him, so it's not the thief, not the thief then. Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Sure, no problem. The crime that took place. Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. And if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Punched by a Pokemon, huh? He was there the day it happened? Yes, apparently he was. The next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I felt like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been a human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon? Do you know what kind it was? I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast. Maybe it was Growlmon? Wait, wrong series. I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? We need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window, and that red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Unfortunately, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. And I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him, but honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great coworker with tons of experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could have never imagined him being the thief.
Excuse me?
Except his wife. Yeah, his wife is not really, huh? Do you know anything about the stolen jewel? The Aurora Drop? I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage rooms ever since it was brought to the house. Of course I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's gonna donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night? It must really be a point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Hey, Fuzzy! I sent you a video on Discord. Oh, I saw. I didn't watch the video yet, because I was, like, very, very busy all day. But, I'll check it out as soon as I can. But how you doing, Fuzzy? It's good to see ya. She doesn't want him to donate the jewel. That's right. Hey, buddy. Ask me anything you like. What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who've been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So, was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. That's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Heading to work now? Aw, good luck, Fuzzy. Give 'em hell, alright? Well, do good at your job. But give 'em hell, I says. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, have a good one if you're peacing out, Fuzzy. See you soon. People started visiting my shop just to see it, and thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel, in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop? But why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me, that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of the Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine, so I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so I can liven up not just my shop but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so, and everyone is so pleased about it. Oh? Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with the concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible. Understood, we'll do everything we can. How are you doing, Growlithe? Growl! It's Dennis's partner, Growlithe. She sure doesn't look happy. Growl! Apparently she feels responsible. I wonder she's so down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'll thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. Is that him? Barnes? Brandon Barnes. Did he actually do it? Did he, guys? Or is he innocent? How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? And Noble? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? My apologies. I am Brandon Barnes. I work here as the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like me to speak about first? Alright, guys, let's learn what this guy said, eh?
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. If you didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open. When I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora Drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about, and the others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witnesses' statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Noted. Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me given the circumstances, but I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key. About Ducklet! The only ones that can access it, those two.
Yes.
And don't forget about Ducklet, too. Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. That's Ducklet. That's Ducklet with you there? Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. It's really no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans? Nice. There's a place nearby called the High Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it? She just regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the High Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined tastes. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned here yet. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it. But I still haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried that I can hardly think straight. Mr. Dennis, or Miss Dennis is sus? Miss Dennis. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say that the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization, of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop. I beg you. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case.
Well...
Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least. About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh right, maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly, you can leave the rest to me. Let's go question them, Tim.
Tim.
Oh, what?
Yo, Manectric! Working hard? Hey! What did I ever do to you?
Nothing. It's just how it goes. Manek! No need to glare at us like that, Manectric. Manectric! Calm down already. We're not gonna get in the way of your police work. Brad's Manectric sure is committed to the job. True, and he's been keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. I guess he is helpful in that way, but... Manek! I just wish he'd dial back his aggression toward me. What do you want, great detective? Have you finished questioning Barnes? For now, anyway. We just haven't finished gathering our evidence. Doesn't change the fact that Barnes is still a suspect. If you don't mind, could we ask you some questions? If you'd insist, but I have no intention of sharing confidential information with you.
Excuse me?
Is the storage room key the reason the police suspect Barnes? Oh, so you know that much already? Well, no point in denying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner and his butler, Mr. Dennis and Barnes. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all of this himself, which leaves only Barnes as the only logical suspect. Not only that, there were ducklet feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is a ducklet. Clearly Barnes used the key to get inside the storage room and had Ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory. Duly noted. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, but we're going to find this Ducklet that flew the coop, and then we're good with the definitive proof. You'll see. While I'll be continuing my own investigation. Suit yourself. Never doubt part of evidence. Never doubt any evidence. Unless it's forged evidence. Are you following any leads other than Barnes? Of course we are. We've already collected statements from every last person in this house. Do you mind if I ask what your impression of each of them was? Well, I suppose I can tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion, and his wife Claudia is reacting quite impetuously. She's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry up and wrap up our investigation. Oof, that's gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brad. One of their staff members, Turner, has been very cooperative with our investigations. He's told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. I suppose that's all I can say for now. Thank you, we'll keep that all in mind. The police can question people, but they can't talk to Pokemon. Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clearer picture of what went down. Kind of sus that we did find his feather in the storage room. So what's going on here, Mr. Ducklet? Alright, Clefable, let's talk. She still looks awfully suspicious. Let's try again later. Hey, Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we ask you some questions? Growl? We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. Growl! You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji? Thanks. Sanji? Growl is nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh right, his full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlith, can we start with the questions? Growl. Gotcha. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion, and we already know the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. Go! It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. You love detective games. I know. Detective games are quite fun. Go. She says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes ever even touch the key. Go! So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case. Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? Go! You don't know because you were napping? Go! What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Heh, been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? Go! You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? Growl! Yeah, I can tell you're upset. Go! You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Thanks. We'll come ask for an assist if anything comes up. About Barnes. Go. She says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. Go. And Growlith likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlith says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlith's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. The only one left to ask is Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. Alright, this is it. Clefable, please help us out here.
Faye!
What? You think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually the great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions?
Faye?
Yes, really. Come on. You can trust us.
Faye?
Yeah, help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too.
Faye?
So you were willing to talk to us? Thanks. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis. Alright, Clefable. Help us.
Hey.
Do you have a job here at the mansion?
Faye?
No job per se, unless you got spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly?
Faye?
Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, didn't mean to be insulting.
Faye?
So Claudia's always arguing with someone or other. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing. I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Wow, actually pretty nice. I bet Clefable's really important to Mrs. Dennis. Anything strange happened today?
Faye?
Clefable's saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Sleepy.
Faye?
Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Did you get along with him alright?
Faye?
Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have too much to do with him.
Faye?
But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us?
Faye?
Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door.
Faye?
Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Well, that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor. Okay.
Start deducing.
Alright. Deducing time.
Okay.
Alright, we got some useful information. let's stop for a moment to get our thoughts together. Based on everything we've heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Review the information and do the things. Barnes may not be the culprit. He returned after the crime occurred. And Barnes may be the culprit. He had access to the key. Let's do this one. Maybe they like to sleep a lot. We know Snorlax does.
Okay.
We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion, and Growlithe said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Does that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose the testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. Looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. Barnes has an alibi. We can't let the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. Kind of weird that all the Pokemon were sleeping when the crime happened. Very strange. Investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads back to this. To get close to the truth of this case, we have got no choice but to find the Pokemon that Witness saw. Witness reports seeing a red Pokemon in Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. It makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city to get some leads on that red Pokemon. Sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? Seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel thief. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her. Hey, Rainbow, how you doing today? You're a spirit moose. Maybe the thief put sleeping things into the food? Maybe. Maybe. The only way to continue is to gather info in the city. Where should we go? Should we go after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon? If you're unsure, then why don't we try following Ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on for than the red Pokemon. Alright, we did hear that Ducklet was supposed to go buy coffee beans today. I bet you she went to the Hi Hat Cafe. You're right, we should probably go to search the cafe. Let's not waste any time, Tim. We're doing a jewel case right now, Rainbow. We're doing a big jewel. Red! It was Ho-Oh! Ho-Oh was the thief! Oh, it makes sense now. Yes, you are. Rainbow. Raccoon Rainbow. Everything makes sense now. Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, man, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Oh no. Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. I know it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. It's what makes this city's great detectives. We do need to prioritize our current case. Something we can help to when we have the time. Right, first let's hear what she has to say. Good idea. Okay. So these are just random problems. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? A Lilipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him and now I'm exhausted. The police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. We can't just ignore this. That's right, helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so. I'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people and Pokemon. Really? That would be a huge help. Think the thief put sleeping pills in the food? Maybe. I don't know, though. I think there's more than, we know. Is Ho-Oh a phoenix or an Ultima Burb? Maybe a phoenix? I want to say a phoenix. A phoenix mon. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so happy to add this to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. Hope you find my sweet Lillipup. If we see a Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Find the lost Lillipup. Alright. Bird! Cuckoo! Oh, if it isn't Pidove, glad to see you're feeling better now. Coo? Ooh, am I? What do you mean? I just rescued you a little while ago. Coo? It's forgotten the whole thing. Well, Pidove are known for their forgetfulness. Rip. Opinion on quacking mooses. I've never seen one before, but I'm sure it would be absolutely hilarious. Hello, Whimsicott. Whimsy? Cat. They seem happy. What are they talking about? They're saying that no matter how many times they visit this city, it's always bustling and full of fun. Do you suppose they witnessed anything? We can certainly ask. Yes they are, Rainbow. Hey, Rainbow, do you want to solve this case with us? How does that sound, huh? Win. Oh, you're right on seasonal winds to take you all over the world, huh? The city seems even livelier than usual whenever the Whimsicott arrive. Whimsy! Okay, soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else. Whim! Oh, you're like coming here every year because you can meet so many different Pokemon? Oh, I'm happy to hear that. About the cotton. Is this cotton yours? Whim. Yeah, the Whimsicott says it's theirs. Their cotton. They actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Whimsy? Maybe you haven't, or haven't. Come on, you gotta remember at least that much. Whimsy! Oh, this one does remember. What did it say? It thinks it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends. It thinks so? It's not a very clear answer. Yeah, let's ask him for more details. Guys. It was Wooloo? Oh, snap. We haven't seen a Wooloo yet, but it could be. You said you might have been in the mansion, but how'd you get inside? Win! You went in through the window with your friends. Why would you do that? Whimsy! You don't remember anything after eating breakfast this morning? The heck does that mean? Please, it's really important. Just try to remember. Whimsy! Some human you don't know asks you to do it? What was this stranger like? Whimsy! You don't remember because it was someone you'd never seen before, huh? Now look here, you might be an accessory to theft. Cat? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Think the Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime? If they were, they're blissfully ignorant of it. After all, playing pranks is kinda their whole deal. This complicates things. Oh dear. I don't think it was a Purugly. We haven't seen a Purugly yet. Rainbow. Have you two seen any red Pokemon around here? Cat. Oh, Poniard is red. You've recently become friends with one? Poniard? It's a Pokemon with blades all over its body. Blades? It's true that Poniard is pretty red. Whimsicott, cat. You often run into Poniard at the Terrace in Serenity Park, and on windy days you play with Poniard by picking it up and flying it around. Whim! I said they like to fly Poniard all the way here from Serenity Park. Serenity Park is the big park just beyond here, right? Yeah, the Terrace is way over on the far left side. Maybe we can find Poniard there. Do you remember when you last played with Poniard? Whimsy? Oh, lately you've been playing together every day, even today. In that case, we might be able to find it there now. Whimsy! If we go meet Poniard, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock. It has a favorite rock? Whimsy, whim! Apparently there's a rock at the Terrace that Poniard really cares about. One time they accidentally stepped on it, and then Poniard got mad. Real mad! Wow, that's scary. Better watch where we step. I don't suppose they've seen Ducklet around, have they? Whimsy! Whim! Okay, I get it. You didn't see her. Whimsy! If they didn't see her, I wonder where she went. Okay. Do you suppose Poniard is the red Pokemon we're looking for? Apparently, it's good friends with the Whimsicott that went into the mansion, so it seems pretty likely. Probably be the fastest to just go meet it and ask. We still have to track down Ducklet. Should we go look for Ducklet or Poniard first? Either is fine by me. You can start with whichever one you like. Thanks, Pikachu. So maybe Whimsicott, well, not maybe, Whimsicott went into the room and there was some kind of scuffle or something. Maybe the answer is in the mailbox. Alright, maybe not. Well, look how far we can go out, by the way. Wow. What do you two think? Did something happen? Wait a minute, I'm wearing red. Maybe it was me. I'm the thief. Red is sus. Serenity Park. Wow. This place is huge. That's Serenity Park for you. Whimsicott said Poniard hangs out around here, and the terrace is usually their usual meetup spot. Shall we go look? Yeah. Plot twist. It was Ba Sheep, rather. Maybe. There's a score bunny over there too. Alright, what's going on here now? Aw, come on, Lickitung stopped again. She keeps getting distracted. What? Stop it, I don't want to talk to boy. Lick lick. What a long tongue. Okay. What a very important conversation that was. Aw, look at this. Ribombi. Have some pollen puffs. Oh look, a Ribombi. Ribombi mixed pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. Boom boom. It sure seems busy. Boom boom. Apparently it's making pollen puffs for its cutiefly to eat. These little bugs have big appetites while they're growing up, so it's gotta prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. Ken, let's just watch and try not to get in the way. Maybe it was Ribombi.
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles Murlock, scientist.
I am such a huge fan of yours!
Oh dear, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemons. A scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Mayors himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the city council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. This guy is intense, and he seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means, fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals, so I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Thank you. Guess our only choice is to play along for a bit. What a drag.
Excuse me?
What sort of research are you doing, Mr. Murlock? My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemons. Sounds complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that'd do for Rhyme City. It'd make life here so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh? It really would make Rhyme City an even better place. Don't you think? Hey, Captain Chips. You've been dead for 2 days. Oh no. How was, your concert? He's weird and overeager.
Excuse me?
What exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose new legislation. What I can do, though, is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science. That's wonderful, isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist, so I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Sounds like he's warming up for a speech. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city. Concert was freaking awesome. Awesome. Good to hear.
Oh, Can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh dear, is Pikachu upset with me? I only plucked a bit of fur, and the test results should be ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine I created at Mayor Meyer's request. It can measure a Pokemon's vital signs in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I'd say that's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? Yeah, it sure sounds like it. Way to bury the lead. Oh, it's ready now. Now let me see. What's it say? It's detecting caffeine? Did someone say caffeine? Seeing as he's working as a detective, I figure this was no ordinary Pikachu, but these results are truly fascinating. Hello, Mr. Murloc. Oh, do forgive me. He's quite alright, no problems at all. Suppose his triglycerides are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? He does seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu, though. Huh? Is there something weird about me? Well, now that you've finished your checkup, I think we'd better get going. Yeah, sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives. Thank you. Come on, Pikachu. Stop sulking and let's go. High triglycerides. Grumble. That was a weird dude. He was awake for 42 hours. Oh my gosh. Must have been a good concert then. I bet you will be passing out very, very soon. So Captain Chips, just to update you, there's a jewel. It was stolen. We're trying to find the suspect. And also, this game is done. And also, what's this game doing here? Huh. Weird. Anyway, let's keep on exploring. Never mind. Let's explore this thing. What the heck are you? Lynx, Late. There sure are a lot of amazing Pokemon around. These ones are so well coordinated. Okay. See you later then. Phalanx, good boys. Good lads. Terrace.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
Ooh. Hey Tim, what are you thinking? I'm pretty sure that window's the one in front of the jewel storage room. A Pokemon capable of flying could go straight into the mansion from here. Yeah, if our thief was getting help from a Pokemon, this would be the perfect vantage point. This is where the Whimsicott usually meet up with Poniard, right? That's what they said, but I don't see it anywhere. If it was here earlier, maybe it left some kind of a sign. Well, Poniard are known for their blades. It's not much, but it's the only lead we got. Better get looking. We're trying to find who did the murder of the jewel. It's not actually a murder, but we're just calling it a murder, just because it's fun. This cotton. It probably fell here when the Whimsicott were playing with Poniard. Whimsicott cotton. Was Poniard in the room too? These torn up leaves have rough, uneven edges. Do you suppose Poniard did that? It looked to me like they were bitten, not cut. Bitten, not cut, huh? What's up with this rock? It's covered in gashes. Has someone been scratching at it? These gashes look like they were left behind by something sharp like a blade. I doubt a human would be strong enough to make clean cuts like this. I don't know. Have you seen Samurai 7? People can cut airships in half.
Let's start deducing.
Oh, we're deducing. Ho ho.
Okay.
Did you figure out where the red Pokemon is? Let's see. Apparently play together. Find Poniard if we search inside the mansion. Torn up leaves were left by Poniard, who was eating them. Must be near the leaves. Poniard came to the terrace. Let's try this one, I guess. No! Maybe the leaves or the rock.
Okay.
We did find a rock that was covered in slashes, as if it was been cut up by sharp blades. Maybe those slashes were made by Poniard. It's definitely the rock that the Whimsicott were talking about. So if we go to where that rock is, we might find Poniard there. Alright, let's take a look around that rock. You love how deep Pikachu's voice is? I know, same here. Imagine if he was voiced by Danny, though. Sing, climb, climb on the rock. Because that'll make Poniard angry, remember?
Oh.
Whimsicott said that Poniard got angry when they stepped on the rock. Oh yeah, you're right. Good memory. Maybe Poniard will show up if one of us climbs on it. Worth a shot, let's give it a try. Climb on the rock. How's this? I just hope it's actually here to see this. Pon! What? There he is. It's Poniard, just like Whimsicott said. Pon, pon, pon! Okay, it's saying, Darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What is the meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy. Wait, what? Wow, it's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to mess with your rock or anything. Pon! Phew, thank goodness. It said it'll forgive us, but just this once. Pon? You want to know why we were looking for you? Fair enough. We got some questions we'd like to ask you. Would you mind talking with us for a bit? Pon! It says it'll talk. Alright. Pon! So you've been traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood? I'm sorry, did you say journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. Pon! It says that because it was born with these blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. If Poniard is that proud of its blades, I bet they have razor-sharp edges. Pon! It says it can easily slice a rock in two. Not that rock, but other rocks. That might be a bit strange, but you haven't punched anyone recently, have you? Pon! Poniard said it's never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. Pon! Good point. You could cut something with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. Yeah, on second thought, you'd wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Poniard. Are there any other Poniard in this city besides you? Pon! What's it saying? Apparently it's never seen any other Poniard. What happened? What? Oh, he was getting a drink? We're questioning Poniard. The one guy mentioned he was punched by a Pokemon, but getting punched by a Poniard would, maybe result in dead? We heard from some Whimsicott that they went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one who went there with them? Pon! Poniard's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. Pon! It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott. How did you get inside the mansion? Apparently, Poniard likes to get picked up and flown around by Whimsicott. So you think you might have gotten inside the mansion that way? Also, those Whimsicott are so flippin' cute. Did you happen to cut a jewel case when you were in that mansion? Pon. So you can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur? This is important, so please try to remember. Pon. It says its mind feels all foggy, and it just can't remember what was going on at the time. That sure makes things difficult. Pon. Poniard is punching Pikachu. Have you seen Ducklet around anywhere? Pon. It hasn't seen her. Great, where could Ducklet have gone? Finally managed to find Poniard, but we weren't able to learn anything useful from it. Yeah, and some of what it said even contradicted a testimony we gathered earlier. Maybe we could get more information if we had proof that Poniard entered the mansion. Pon? Asking if we're done here so we can get back to training. What sort of training does it do? Pon. It's planning on cutting rocks and things to sharpen its skills and blades. Cut rocks? Wow, would it be willing to demonstrate for us? Oh, great idea. Good idea. It would be a big help to see what a cut from Poniard looks like. Pon! Yeah, it says it would happily grace us with a demonstration. Thank you. We'll watch quietly so you can focus. Here we go. Ho ho.
Awesome.
This clean slice, and the metallic sound poniard blade made when it made contact. It all matches with what we know of the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Poniard. But neither Whimsicott nor Poniard remembers clearly. What's up with that? I can't imagine that the Pokemon are lying. Their behavior was pretty unusual, but there must be a good reason for it. I don't think we'll figure out what's wrong with their memories until we investigate a bit more. Right, let's do what we can for now. We should consider looking for Ducklet now that we found Poniard. Barnes said that he'd asked her to pick up some coffee beans today, didn't he? Yeah, maybe someone at the High Hat Cafe saw Ducklet there. Now that you mention it, we never managed to go there ourselves after Holiday showed up. That means... What? What does that mean?
So, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
You can extend the blades. That's pretty cool. Blado Extendo! Alright, I guess we'll leave the park now. Oh! How wonderful to meet you, Detective. Seriously, it's an honor.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Can I help you, or... Huh, do you really not know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal on the Rhyme University campus, and I know you go to school there too. Know anything about this so-called big deal, Tim? Not that I can think of. They call me the Quiz Professor. I'm actually still a student, but that's what they call me. This is my partner, Toe Cannon. Toe Cannon! Probably the red Pokemon. Could be. Could be. So you're the Quiz Professor? That's me. I'm majoring in Pokemon studies. I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz all sorts of people. That explains the nickname. The Quiz Professor is definitely on the eccentric side. Canna. I'll admit, you got me there. A Pikachu doing detective work is pretty eccentric too. Why don't we celebrate our meeting with the quiz? We're pretty busy working on a case right now. Oh, here's the first question. In one ear and out the other. Ah well, guess it can't hurt to play along. I guess, here goes nothing. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? The Pokemon in question is somewhere in this very city, so get out there and look for it. What's your tongue like, Toucannon? Mind opening up that beak of yours? Canno! Nothing extraordinary here, thanks anyway. Pokemon with a long tongue, huh? If there's one nearby, it shouldn't take too long for us to find it. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. He did a Blades. He did. What Pokemon catches its prey using its long tongue? Oh, I have to actually talk to the Pokemon. Fine. Okay. There's Rabombi again, just chilling out. I haven't seen, like, the rest of this place yet. Someone seems to have planted a tree right in the middle of the path. That's such an inconvenience. Oh, really? This tree? Sudowoodo! Woodo! Wow, I was just thinking this was an odd place for a tree, but it's actually a Pokemon? Yeah, that's a Sudowoodo. They have a habit of pretending to be trees. Pseudo! You're practicing your tree imitation, huh? Does it have to practice right here? Seems like it'll block a lot of foot traffic. Yeah, true. Hey, Sudowoodo, if you want to practice, you should try doing it somewhere else. This location totally blows your cover. Sudowoodo! The red Pokemon sus. It is very sus. That sure seemed to send it into a panic. Guess it thought it was blending in perfectly. Alright, I did it. You happy? I must have replanted the tree in the flower bed, but when? Anyone over here? Any Koroks anywhere? This is the fountain for Pokemon to drink from. My Serena really loves the water here. Rena! Oh, hello there. Purloin. Ah. Purr. This Pokemon is being awfully friendly. I could watch Purloin all day and never get bored. I guess that's it for this section, huh? Okay. I haven't forgotten about you, by the way, Mr. Another Red Pokemon.
Raboot.
It's Raboot, a Pokemon known for its excellent footwork. Rab. What's it saying, Pikachu? It wants us to be quiet because it's trying to think up a practice routine. Oh, I see. Let's leave it alone then. Lick. That's a long tongue. I'm amazed it stretches so far. Say, Tim, this Lickitung might be the answer to that quiz question. I think you're right. Let's go tell the quiz professor. Alright, the quiz professor. Who dis? Hey, Oros. What's up? Welcome to the Detective Pikachu game. How you doing? Yes, it's Lickitung. Bingo! Yes, you got it! Lickitung uses its long tongue to catch its prey. According to reports, contact with its saliva causes a tingling sensation, as well as a persistent itch. Oh wow, good thing we didn't get licked. Ugh, I'm feeling itchy just imagining it. Keno! Thanks for the warning, Toucanon. We'll make sure any Lickitung we meet keeps its tongue to itself. That was only the first question. A little too easy. There's more. Of course, and there's where we get serious. And for question number 2, a Pokemon uses its cute looks to pull you off your guard so it can steal from you. Hey, we don't have time to deal with another theft. My Pokemon tries to steal from people. I think the cute part is our biggest hint. Pretty sure it's not you, Toucanon. Keno! Totally. Okay, Tim, let's go search the area. Alright, guys. Yep, we're trying to find out who stole the rock. The legendary jewelry rock. Who do you think it is? Who steals, or who looks deceivingly cute? Purr! What a cute Pokemon. That's a Purloin. Purr! Aw, how sweet. I think it wants some attention. Sorry, we're busy now, but we can play with you later. Hold up, Tim. Check your pockets. Why would I need to check my... Wait, what? My pen's gone. I thought so. This was your doing, isn't it, Purloin? Can't pull one over on a great detective like me. Now hand it over. Pause where I can see him. Purr. Oh, my pen. Wow, you can't take your eyes off this Purloin for a second. Yes, that was a close one. But at least we figured out the answer to this quiz question. Right, it's Purloin. Let's go tell the quiz professor. Just got home. You stole it, Oros? Are you a red Pokemon? I am absolutely stunned. Holy crap. So, detective, did you figure out the answer? Yeah, it's Purloin, right? Ding ding ding, that's correct. Purloin often steal things from people. They sometimes scratch people who try to reclaim their stolen items, so be careful of their claws. The Purloin we met wasn't that rowdy, but we should probably be careful in the future. True, better safe than sorry. Keno? It's asking if we agree to the quizzes can actually be pretty fun. Certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemons. Okay, let the quiz continue. Question 3. Best buds always stick together. What Pokemon moves as a group? What do you think, guys? What Pokemon moves as a group? Keno. Well, that's not very sporting. Quite the unique appearance. Go ahead and see if you can find it. I think it's these lads. Wow, those movements are in perfect unison. That's Phalanx. They're always moves in groups of 6. Lynx, Lele. They're in the middle of formation training. Pikachu, do you think Phalanx is the Pokemon the quiz professor was talking about? 6 working together as one? Yep, that fits the bill. Let's go tell her the answer. Yeah! Alright, please say this is the last one, by the way. Yes. Oh, it is. Bingo, that's it. Phalanx is a very peculiar Pokemon. There are actually 6 of them working together as one. The one at the front, known as the Brass, leads the others by issuing orders. In battle, they change formation as needed and use the teamwork to secure the win. That's a pretty interesting Pokemon. Sure, but I bet it's tough for the troopers if they got an incompetent brass. Keno. Yeah, sorry, I'm sure they're all perfectly competent. That's all for today's quiz. Hope you're as enthusiastic about quizzes and Pokefacts as I am. Yes, I learned a lot. Glad to hear it. I'll get some new questions ready for next time. Oh, okay, please let them be easy ones. Maybe she could, wait till we're not in the middle of something. Keno. Yeah, see you, Toucanon. Yay! We beat the game, guys. The game is done. It was her. She stole the gems. That's why she wanted us to do the quiz. It all makes sense now. Anyway, let's leave. There's the two. There's them. There's that. Let's find the Lillipup as well. I think we need to find a Lillipup for someone, right? Do you know the Detective Pikachu series, by the way? Oros. Well, there's more Pokemon here.
Watchok.
Watchok. What are you up to? Chog. Watchog's hobby is observing things around the city. In that case, maybe it's seen something useful. Can't hurt to ask. Chog. Oh, you never get bored in the city cause there are so many people, different people and Pokemon to watch? Must be fun having eyes like yours, especially since they let you see in the dark. Did you see what? Did that person see? I mean Watchog here. Watcha! What? Really? Chog! What's it saying? You gotta tell me too. Right, sorry. It says that it saw Ducklet pass by here. If she passed by here, she was probably on her way to the cafe after all. Those eyes, the Watchog eyes. Green! Is that Trubbish over there?
Trub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
Oh.
It ran down this street, right? Let's follow it so we can ask it some questions. I just hope we can find it. Okay. Strange Trubbish. Wandering around. Huh? It's not here. Must be hiding somewhere. Well, no point hanging around here. Let's go interview someone else. No, I want to explore the place. Maybe we'll find the Lillipup that's nearby. Where is it, though? Does anyone see a Lillipup? Anywhere? Oh well, I don't see any. Later. I'm joking. Aw, it's so cute. Lil. Say, Pikachu, isn't this? Yeah, it's Lillipup. It may indeed be the partner of that woman we met in front of the dentist's residence. Let's ask. Hey there, Lillipup. What are you doing way over here? Pup. I see. Apparently he was having so much fun running around that he wasn't paying attention to where he was going. Next thing he knew, he was here. Just like that woman said earlier. Lil. He says he misses his partner. Okay, we're gonna go tell her and bring her back to you, Lillipup. Lillipup, I'm so glad you've been found. Pup. Thank you so much for finding my dear Lillipup detective. You're welcome. I'm glad we could help. Lil. You ran away because you weren't getting enough playtime, didn't you? Lil. Alright then, we can play together as much as you like today. Pup. Guess that's settled. Yeah, it was nice to see them both so happy. Yay! Okay, all the little things are solved. Let's get back to solving the big mystery now. Think we'll solve it today, Jaden? We have a little less than an hour left. A little bit less than an hour to the stream. This kid knows something. This is real bad. That boy looks pretty down. Sorry to bother you, but is everything okay? You look unhappy about something. Oh, you're the detective in Pikachu I saw on TV. Awesome, a detective's just what I need. Can you tell us what's bothering you? Well, we got a match coming up against the Tatney Park Soccer Club. Huh? Didn't know that I even had a soccer club. One of the members had a Scrafty as their partner, and they're so good! so I'm worried we're gonna lose. I want a partner at Pokemon I can play with too, but I can't find any Pokemon that's good at soccer. Gotcha. Sounds like we better search for a Pokemon with good footwork. Can you think of any Pokemon that can play soccer really well, Mr. Detective? Not immediately spring to mind, but I'll be sure to tell you if I find one. Really? Thanks, Mr. Detective. I sure hope we can find a Pokemon that likes playing soccer. There's gotta be one somewhere in Rhyme City. Where have we seen a soccer Pokemon, guys? It feels like we've seen a soccer Pokemon at some point today. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. A soccer Pokemon, yeah. Where did we find one? Are there soccer Pokemon? Gen 8 was a myth? Oh, really? I don't want it to be a myth, though. Hey you, have you seen a soccer Pokemon? Oh, it's a Raboot. What are you up to? Rabu? You're just about to do some dribbling practice here by yourself? Oh, dribbling. He likes basketball. Dribbling practice? Yeah, Raboot are really good at that kind of footwork. They're always practicing. In that case, Raboot might be willing to join some soccer games. You're right, and this one says it's really got some impressive techniques. Hey Raboot, I know a kid that'd love to kick a ball around with you. If you got some time, would you be willing to play with him? Rabu? You will? Great. That's great. I'll go get him. Rab. Those eyes, they look really fired up. This Pokemon is the coolest, Mr. Detective. Try talking to it. I'm sure it'd be willing to practice with you. Really? Hey Raboot, wanna play soccer with me? No. It nodded. Thank you, Raboot. Okay, let's get this soccer practice started. We're gonna win this match for sure now. Good luck. Hope you do well. Thanks. Hope we can be friends, Raboot. Rab. I guess soccer players don't need words to hit it off when they share a love of the game. Yeah, even without speaking the same language, they seem to understand each other's feelings. Before I forget, by the way, Captain Chips, I did not play Persona again this week. I played the Avatar game, and then I played it again last night. I was thinking to myself, we're so close to beating the game. Let's just beat it. So yeah, Avatar game is complete. It is done. Let's see what we got here. We got Girl and Maractus. We got Boy and Raboot. Raboot's not holding anything back. I'm sure they're both happy they found each other. We got Little Girl and the fighting Pokemons. It's fair that thing was bad. The final boss wasn't too bad. Oh, did Inkay see something? It was fun to watch. It was. Okay, Inkay. Try not to let your pranks go too far, alright? Oh, that's all. Indeed.
Whoa!
Hey! This way! Let's check out the cafe, lads. Alright, there's some peoples here.
Tim!
Rachel Myers.
Hello there.
What's her name? Jessica Miller. Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember. Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter? Right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you talk about actually having fun with people. Ah, well, anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detective. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? What? No way. Hi Hat. That's the name of the place. Hi Hat. No need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. What else does this place have?
Aw, there's a spoink bouncing around.
Two people talking. There's a bounce seat up there. At work they say, if you don't know what to do, just ask Slow King. What about this lad here?
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Millen. And Ludicolo. Ludi. Looks like she's in a good mood as always. Do you think she might know something? She might. We can ask. Ludi? You say you got an ear for rock now, not just jazz? Ludi. Apparently a Polytoad and his friends put on concerts here at night. Ludi. And you really love that music, so that's how you went from jazzist to rocker? I'd love to hear Polytoad's concert sometime. Have you seen Ducklet recently? Ludi! She says Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that, apparently. Ludi! Oh, and you sometimes see Ducklet at Serenity Park? Ludi! I see, so the pond water there is good for your fur. And you meet Ducklet there sometimes when you go to bathe? How nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots. I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly with each other. Ha 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 ha! What the heck is this?
Milcery? I'm Cream. Mil.
Oh, it's a Milcery. Hey Pablo, got a new customer? Oh, you mean this Milcery? It's new. It just started living here, in fact. Wonder what sort of place it's from.
Mil.
Whoa, hey, hold on, Milcery. Both Tim and Pikachu have particularly blends they prefer. You can't just add Cree without thinking.
Mil.
I prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, and it smells great. I'll give it a try next time.
Mil.
Hey Tim, did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. The evolved form is so freaking cute. Alcremie, right? Plus that name too, Alcremie. Oh, sounds rough. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Me? Sure, go right ahead.
Excuse me?
You must have been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Yeah, feels like things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. Hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer, once you pick up my tab. Not at all. The cafe's way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. At the High Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers. About Barnes. The butler from the dentist mansion? Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often and after he's done with work. Barnes is a regular customer? Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been dropping by as much. He's been really stressed, huh? You should probably ask for more details about that. Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? Oh, well, I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake. Ah, so this is for a case, huh? I guess I'd better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently the Dennises had a difference of opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them, but he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. That does sound stressful. Other tough little things? Never raised one before. Maybe I will. I remember him saying he'd wish there was no jewel in the first place. He wished there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. Hope it helps. Yes, thank you.
Excuse me?
Do you know that Ducklet that lives at the dentist residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon. Just like Barnes said. She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. Really?
Really?
Let's start deducing.
Oh, I guess we're deducing. Begin deducing.
Okay.
Did you figure out where Ducklet went after she left the mansion? She went to the Hi-Hat Cafe. She's still at Dennis' residence. With Barnes the whole time. Well, she went to the cafe.
Okay.
Didn't Ducklet go to the Hi-Hat Cafe to buy coffee beans? Yeah, apparently she goes there on a regular basis to buy them. Today was one of those days. And Pablo said that he handed Ducklet her usual order of coffee beans. So I guess Ducklet headed back to the mansion then? She might be back there already.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. No way. I had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Excuse me? Oh, does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. Feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Alright. Did you get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim? Quiet you. Alright. Hello, other lady.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Why did it matter to you? Also, I see something, by the way. I see something. That teacup. Is it actually a teacup? I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. Celebrity, I wouldn't go quite that far. No need to be modest. You're a great detective, after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we met up like this. About 2 years, I think. We've both been so busy lately, there just hasn't been time to get together. I had no idea you'd become friends with the famous Greek detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at the pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Alright, did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometimes. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great. I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be waiting. Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's about something going on at home. Sounds serious. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. Don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we could meet up tonight if you're free. Sure, that works. Thank you, Tim. Okay, then how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Hey, not bad, Tim. But aren't we supposed to be having dinner with your family tonight? Yeah, but this sounds serious. I just can't brush her off. Least I can do is hear her out a little bit. Fair enough. Sure your family will understand.
Okay.
Let's head back to the mansion and search for Ducklet. Good idea. Alright.
Tim.
What?
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
But why is she thankful, though?
I feel a bolt of brilliance coming. It's hard to be struck by one when you're really tired. Tim, how about we take a break?
No. Can't do it, bro. Can't take a break. Can't do it. Gotta find the murderer. Alright, to Ducklet we go. Are you still here, by the way, Jaden? Are you still thinking of who did it? Who stole the gem? Oh, what's going on? What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. Did something happen, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now. But when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Oh, so Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion. Do you know where she ran off to? Unfortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir.
Welp. Fudge.
Well, Brad and Manechik are gone, but still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have run off to. Where would we even start looking? We looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere. How are we going to find her? Ducklet. Keep asking around then. I don't know. Scared and went into hiding. Hard to just the two of us to find her. Look for her then. Good question. Ask a Pokemon to help us. A Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. Think it'd be willing to help us though? I'm sure one of the Pokemon in the dentist residence would gladly help us out. After all, the thief happened in their own home. The theft happened. Good point. Let's go back to the mansion and ask the Pokemon there for help. Alright, let's go into the mansion again. I think there's a Pokemon that can help us out. Called Growlithe. But first... Oh, it's you. Isn't your investigation finished already? I'm sorry, but it'll take a bit more time. This is absurd. We all know Barnes did it. What do you give it a rest, Claudia? Barnes just isn't the type of person who would do such a thing like this. Sounds an awful lot like wishful thinking to me. Barnes simply wanted the Aurora drop for himself. He's been play acting as the perfect butler, but all he's serving us is the platter of greed and deceit. Just listen to yourself. How could you say that about a man who served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already. Barnes has betrayed you. Please calm down, both of you. Barnes' Ducklet was sighted a few moments ago. Minutes. We're hoping that we find a Ducklet. We'll also find a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm certain you'll find the proof that Barnes is innocent. And where is Ducklet now? She got away. We're about to go search for her. Such incompetence. Hurry up and find her. It's not gonna be easy finding Ducklet with just the two of us. Let's get some help from another Pokemon to search for Ducklet. You know, like this one. Go! She says we can ask away. Do you have any special skills that might help us catch the thief? Go! She says she's got a very keen nose. Ho 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 ho. That could come in handy. Maybe she can track something by following its scent. Yeah, that might work. And if we investigate the feather, we could do the feather.
Faye! Faye!
Guess she has a way better hearing than most Pokemon do. Ho ho.
Faye, Faye!
Wow, you can hear footsteps and voices coming from any room in the mansion? That's incredible! Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure I've heard that Clefable can hear sounds over half a mile away. Half a mile? A human can never dream of having hearing like that.
Faye, Faye!
Could you speak more softly, Tim? She says her ears are sensitive to loud noises. Oh no, I'm sorry, Clefable. I'm trying to keep it down from now on. How about Manectric? Having trouble finding Pokemon right now. Can you use your special skills to help us, Manectric? Manek! He says he's got a sharp nose and is good at tracking, but... But what? But? Manek! He's working, so he can't leave his post. Manectric's as devoted as ever to the job, I see. How's the police investigation going? Have you made any new discoveries? Manek! Oh, come on, you can tell us just a little. Manek! Yeesh, not gonna budge, eh, Manectric? Please said the reasons for doing the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's start deducing.
Time to deduce!
Okay.
Have we found a Pokemon with the necessary skills to help us search for Ducklet? Yeah. How about Growly.
Okay.
Growler said she had a good sense of smell, right? Maybe we can use that to follow Ducklet's scent. We could sniff out Ducklet by tracking the scent she left at the scene of the crime. I bet Growlithe could do that no problem. Great idea, Tim. Woo! Look at us following the cases. Solving them. Let's ask Growlithe for help. Hope you can find Ducklet. Growlithe, I got a favor to ask of you and that excellent nose of yours. Like your help finding Ducklet. Gow? It's possible that Ducklet is somehow mixed up in this incident. She might even know who stole the key from you, when you really need your help to solving this case. Gow! Oh really? You've been wanting to help Dennis too? Gow gow! Great, thank you, Growlithe. Gow! Huh? You want me to ride on your back? Gow! Nah, so you can take me wherever the scent leads you? Got it, this should be a lot easier than trying to get directions at every turn. Gow! What do you think, Tim? You want us to track this scent down right away? Yeah. Yeah, can I leave it to you? You got it. Let's go, Growlithe.
Okay, let's do this.
Come on, Tubby Pikachu.
Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec? All right. Let's go.
This is the first time I've ever given someone a ride. She says this is the first time she's ever given someone a ride. Why did you just repeat what I said? Oh, whoops. Well, it's just you and me talking. I guess I don't need to interpret for Tim. Anyway, let's get the search underway. How do you track the scent? I just sniff the ground and tell where the scent is the strongest. Gotcha. Look where the scent is the strongest. Right, and there are still traces of Ducklet scent inside the house. They can track her from here. Okay, so let's get going, Growlithe. Yeah! Hold the R button while moving to do the scent and do the scent. Dude, this game wants you to play a mystery solving game. Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Those are the best. The best. Ah. Well, what do we have here? What are you looking at? I saw you there. Ducklet went this way. Ducklet went to the outside. I'm picking up Ducklet's scent around here. Ducklet always leaves this way when she takes walks and goes shopping. Her scent is still lingering here. If we follow that smell, we should be able to find Ducklet. Let's track the scent carefully. Don't want to lose it. Right. Ah, she went this way. Maybe. She went to the park, I bet. I bet she's at the lake area. The pond. I guarantee she's there. Or maybe she went this way. Maybe she's where the purloin is. Or maybe she's in a bush. Mainly this bush. The scent! Did you find her? Yes, I'm sure of it. Come on out, Ducklet. It's your pal Growlithe. Ducklet! At last, we found Ducklet. I was wondering who'd found me. It's good to see a friendly face. Wait, who's that on your back? Hi there, I'm the great detective Pikachu. And you're a friend of Growlithe's? I'd like to think so. Putting that aside, though, could you tell me why you're way out here? Some strange humans were chasing me. It was really scary. I don't know what I could have possibly done to make them so upset. I think you may have been involved in a crime. Huh? What crime? Something precious was stolen from the house. And you and Burns are currently under suspicion. Say what? Neither of us would ever do something like that. I know, I don't think it was you. I'll need to ask you some questions to help prove your innocence, and Barnes's too. Is that alright? I guess. I'm Barnes' partner. You're always helping him out 'cause he's so busy, right? Like when you buy beans at the Hi-Hat Cafe. Barnes must have good taste, much like myself. You drink that black water too? I tried it once because Barnes seemed to enjoy it so much. Practically gagged when it hit my tongue. Too bitter. Sophisticated flavor for sophisticated Pokemon. Yes, well, I'm sure I'll be sophisticated like that someday. Just watch. The game. Oh, look in the pouch. Look in the pouch. That's where the severed finger is. I mean, the thing. Can you tell me about Barnes? Barnes is my partner. He's a true gentleman. If you met him, I'm sure you understand what I mean. Yep, though I think I might have him beat in the gentleman department. Right. Anyway, he was really good about telling me when I've done something well. I may not look it, but I'm actually a really good swimmer. Barnes always compliments me when I show off my fancy swimming techniques in the fountain. No one that lovely could possibly be a bad person. Right? Like I said, I don't think he did it. Don't worry, Ducklet. We'll clear Barnes' name. Thank you, Growlithe. Why were you hiding here? There must have been plenty of other places you could have picked. This is my favorite spot, and like I told you, I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. Gotcha. See the water over there? I love bathing in it. Water in the bathing. Oh yeah? Maybe I should try too. Whoa there, Growlithe. Aren't you a fire type? Pretty sure a bath's a bad idea. Oh, good point. Walking by the water side feels lovely too. It's nice and cool without all the wetness. Sweet, I'll try that instead. Thanks, Ducklet. What were you up to this morning before the incident occurred? All I did was eat breakfast like always. Then I got really sleepy, not like always. If you fell asleep after breakfast, when did you go out? Well, at some point Turner woke me up. I usually go out shopping right after Barnes asked me to, but today I was in a hurry because I overslept, so I rushed to grab my bag and flew out from a window on the second floor. And you're sure it was Turner who woke you up? Yes, I'm sure. And Growlithe, you fell asleep too? Yep, but only because today's breakfast was so yummy. I guess I ate too much. I ate so much after I got sleepy after. Do you two always eat your meals together? No, usually no. I always eat with Cramorant. What? There's a Cramorant in the household? Yep. Cramorant is Turner's partner. Huh? Is that so? Bit strange that Turner never mentioned that. So according to your story, Ducklet, you were out on an errand when the crime took place. But because you were asleep earlier, you're not sure exactly what time you left. Yeesh, if even Ducklet doesn't know anything, how are we going to solve this case? You mean we might never find the jewel? No, we still got one more lead, the Cramorant that Ducklet mentioned. I'm wondering why we never saw it in the museum in the mansion. How long has Cramorant been gone? I don't know. By the time I noticed, he was already gone. We should probably go talk to him then. Can you track Cramorant down by the scent, Growlithe? If you have something with Cramorant's scent on it, then sure. I suppose you could use this. That's one of Cramorant's feathers. Just as I thought. Good thing I picked it up earlier. With that, I can definitely track Cramorant's scent. Now we just have to figure out where to pick up the trail. Since Cramorant seems to have left the mansion, we should probably try around the front gate. What should I do? Really worried about Barnes. Understand how you feel, but if you go home now, things will probably get more complicated. Can you wait here a little longer while we solve the case? Okay, please, I'm counting on both of you to take care of Barnes. Leave it to us. Right then, let's go, Growlithe. You know something else crazy, guys? Ducklet's feathers were, outside of the room. Cramorant's feather was in the room, though. So what do you think, huh? Is Cramorant the one? Well, did you get a whiff of Cramorant's scent? Yes, I got it. It's so quite strong, so Cramorant will probably be walking around here this morning. So we just need to follow that scent. Okay, Growlithe, follow your nose. Oh, it's this way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm liking this game a lot. I've been meaning to play a game like this for a while. Like an Ace Attorney-like game or a detective game. And it's finally happening. It's happenings. Oh, it's in the alley here. Well, I'll be playing through this game entirely, by the way. So, if you ever get, if you're itching for detective stuff. Hey! Hey, Pikachu, over here. Could that be? Well, well, well. Now, will Cramorant eat Pikachu? That's the real question.
Trubbit? Trubbit?
Hey, Trubbish, how you doing? In Squalor Paradise. Yawn. Yes, it's Cramorant. Must be feeling pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. We've been looking for you, Cramorant. What? Oh, hey, it's Growlithe. What are you doing here? That's what I like to ask you. Well, wait, what's going on? Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you could answer some questions? Who are you? No need to be scared. I'm the great detective Pikachu, and I'm here to help you. What's it, Pikachu? Pikachu is my friend, and he has some questions for you, Cramorant. Still don't know what's going on, but sure. What do you want to ask me, dude? It was sleeping. It might be just 'cause it's lazy or something.
Hey!
Are you Turner's partner, Cramorant? Sure am, dude. What about it? We were worried about you because you weren't at home. Really? My bad. Can you tell me about Turner? Turner's my partner. He's a good dude. Me and him go way back. Cramorant is always helping Turner out with his duties at the house. If Turner calls for me, I head right over no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him, dude. If he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for anyone? It's fine, dude. Just rub my back and I'll hork up whatever's filling my tum lickety-split. Bleh, more like lickety-spit. But I guess Cramorants are kinda built for that, huh?
Hey!
Why were you sleeping out here of all places? 'Cause I got real sleepy after I ate breakfast. Hey, me too. Whoa, really? So Ducklet and all the others all fell asleep. After that, Turner woke me up and I flew right out of the house. Why did he wake you up? Because, what was it again? He said he'd go to the back alley, I think. You don't even remember that? Eesh, what a guy. I kind of fell asleep a few times on my way here too, but in the end I made it. I was so sleepy, but right when I was about to zonk out, I found this choice bed. So I took a nap, dude. He's talking about me, by the way. You thought Trubbish was a bed? Yeah, dude's like super squishy. This guy's something else. If you wanted to sleep, wouldn't it make more sense to go home first? Sure, Turner's worried about you. Gasp, Turner! That's right, you gotta get back to Turner. Any particular reason? 'Cause he's my partner, dude. Oh wait, did he say not to go back? Which was it again? Hey, don't look at me. I really think you should get back. Turner must be worried about you. I'd like to hear about what Cramorant was doing at the time the incident occurred. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? Yep. You must have eaten a lot. Same as us, actually. But even now, my tummy is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still so full? I'm not sure, dude. My tongue feels the same as when I swallow something big. Something big, huh? Interesting. Well, we heard from Cramorant, but his answers weren't very clear. They're talking to Trubbish. Huh? Me?
Trubbit?
Did you need something from me? We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? A crime? I'm sure I don't know anything about that. That's fine. You're not in any trouble. We're just trying to gather all the information we can. Will you help us, please? I guess I could answer a few questions.
Hey!
Could you tell me a bit about yourself? Sure, but there's not much to say. Alright, then you have noticed anything strange recently? Strange? Well, I've just been gathering trash from around the city like I do every day. You do that every day? Well, thank you. It's just my routine. I guess I did collect some unusual trash today. Does that count as strange? What was so unusual about it? It was stuck to Whimsicott's head. They were in front of the big house when I found it. A Whimsicott getting stuff stuck to its head doesn't seem all that unusual to me. Pikachu, you can't say things like that. Trash is important to Trubbish. Don't call it stuff. What what brings you here? Well, I met Quay around humans, and humans don't usually come here, so it seemed like a safe place. Did they do something mean to you? No, I just don't like too much noise. And humans are so noisy, don't you think? I guess. Anyway, this place is nice and quiet.
Hey!
Do you still have the trash that was stuck to Whimsicott? Yeah, I was saving it for a snack. Why, did you want it? I'd like to at least have a look at it. Could you show it to us? Sure, I guess. It's pretty crumpled up, but it looks like a note. Sniff, sniff. Hey, it smells like the rooms at our house. You mean Dennis's mansion? That's interesting. Let me see. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. Once the window is open, I'll send Poniard in with Whimsicott to cut the case. You should then be able to collect the jewel. If you play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything. If you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This is a note from the culprit. What? So the thief had an accomplice, huh? That must be why there were multiple Pokemon involved. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. Ho ho ho. What happened while you were gone? We found a Cramorant who had a note. Someone definitely framed Barnes. This is great, Pikachu. Sorry about this, Trubbish, but do you think we can have this piece of trash, please? I guess if you want it that badly, sure. Thanks, I'll be sure to make it up to you later.
Okay.
Guess we managed to ask everything we wanted to. Shall we head back home? Yeah, we got a good clue. Let's go meet up with Tim again. Got it. What were you gonna do, Cramorant? Want to come back to the mansion with us? Nah, I'm good. I'll head back on my own pace. My tongue feels like way, way heavier from that breakfast I ate. Poor Cramorant looks pretty uncomfortable. Okay, you just rest here for a while then. Once you feel like you can move again, come on back to the mansion. Okay. Alright, let's head back, Growlithe. Yes. Okay. Have you got any more clues? Yeah, the note. The note. The big note. That said, do the thing, do this thing, and we can frame Barnes. And that note was Cramorant, and the Cramorant belongs to that one dude. I know it's late, we're at nearly at the 3-hour mark, but I think we're really close to solving this, so let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that, guys. Maybe we'll solve it, the case tonight. This guy has it. We're back, Tim. Thanks, both of you. Are you getting down off of Growlithe now, Pikachu? Can you get down on your own? Psst, please, who do you think I am? I can handle this. Gulp. Yeah, I was playing as the Growlithe. How did your investigation with Growlithe go, Pikachu? About that, Tim, we found some incredible evidence. Really? What is it? Well, you see. And that's about it. Wow, good work, Pikachu. I think we're definitely closer to solving the case now. Yep, now hurry up and open your casebook. Let's think this over together and organize all the info we've got.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Is there something that can prove Barnes' innocence? Let's think of something. How about the note?
Okay.
That note Trubbish found. We can prove Barnes is innocent with that, can't we? That's exactly what I was thinking. Here's what the note said. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. This is clear proof that Barnes isn't the culprit and that the real culprit is still out there. See, Jaden? The note. We found the note. So there's someone out there behind all this. And not only that, there were multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent Pokemon in from outside, and someone who inside the mansion who let them in. You think whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in the mansion? That seems like the natural conclusion. But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use the key, right? Usually, yeah, but the culprit found a way. A way to what? Think about it, Tim. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? Sleeping. Sleeping. That's right, and anyone who could have taken the key while Growlithe was sleeping. I guess you're right. But Growlithe doesn't usually nap. Do you really think she just happened to nap right when they were about to commit a crime? That's just it. Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Notice anything they had in common? Anything strange? All of them went to sleep. That's right, Tim. Glad you noticed that. At the exact same time the jewel was stolen, all the Pokemon in the mansion were asleep. There's no way that's a coincidence. You think someone wanted it to happen? I'd say the odds of that are pretty high. There's gotta be some kind of evidence we can use to prove that. Let's search the mansion, Tim. Begin deducing.
Okay.
The cause of the mansion. They tired themselves out playing, and they went out shopping. Alright, maybe this will take some time after all. Can I go into this place? That would be nice. Pokemon feathers. This room is the same pretty much, I think. Well, it's nothing here. Anything here? Maybe near the dog bowl. Let's check the doggy bowl. This is the dish that Growlithe's food was in. There's some sort of powder on it. Hey Tim, this is sleep powder. Oh ho. Ho 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 ho. Oh, you could tell that just by looking, Pikachu? I'm a Pokemon, remember? Not to mention a great detective. Of course I can tell what kind of powder it is. It's not even something to brag about. Which means there was sleep powder in the food. I think we can be pretty sure of that.
Okay, start deducing.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Yes I did.
Okay.
The Pokemon in the mansion said that they fell asleep after eating breakfast, and in one of the food bowls we found traces of sleep powder. That leads us to one possible conclusion. Someone deliberately put the Pokemon in the mansion to sleep with sleep powder. Holy crap! It's getting easier to picture just how the crime was committed. But where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder in the first place? In the city, I can think of a few places, but if we follow the path that was used to bring it inside, we might learn more about the culprit. I need Growlithe's help again for that, right? Why don't you just take a little of the powder with you, just in case? One step ahead of ya. Let's go to talk to Growlithe again, Tim. Alright, guys. Sadly, it is the 3-hour mark, and I think it's still gonna take a while to beat this, actually. For all we know, each and every spot here will be covered eventually. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream right here. Maybe we're almost done with this. I mean, I don't know. You wish why? Me too. You was right about the food? Yeah, you were. You're very clever. See, you're the smart ones. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game a lot. It's really good. Pikachu, can you tell me something amazing?
Okay, I'm gonna teach you some great detective tips. Great detective tip number 1. Every single thing a suspect says or does has a motive behind it. It's a great detective's job to uncover them.
Ho ho ho. You're smart too. I try my best, that's all I can do. Try me bestest. But I'm gonna end it here, guys. Tomorrow will be Saturday, which will have a lot of a random stream in the morning, and probably, oh, you can't see it, but Monster Hunter will be tomorrow as well, so look forward to that. And then yeah, next week will consist of this game and this game. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yep, we'll see all of you later. Have a great night, guys. Love you all. I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye-bye.